Hello, my name is Thad Starner. Today we're going to work on a touch sensor. So we're going to use the information that we've told you about in class on transistors to make a simple sensor that senses when you're touching your finger across two leads. Now, the key part of the circuit is what's going to be called a Darlington pair. This is two transistors being used together to create extraordinary sensitivity. So let me actually draw those two transistors right now for convenience. And I'll show you the rest of the circuit. Sorry, my drawing skills are pretty poor here. So what we're going to do is have an input here to the base of the first transistor. Now, this is a standard NPN transistor 222 or whatever you happen to have. And the input here will cause a cascade of current to go through from the collector to the emitter of the first transistor. That cascade of electrons will hit the base of the second transistor. It's being amplified. And that will cause a cascade of electrons to ground, pulling it from the source. Now, for our purposes, we're going to use a 9-volt battery, coming at the top here. And we're just going to have 1 kilo ohm resistor here, so we don't have too much current coming through at once. So we can see what's going on. We're going to have an LED. And on the other side, we're going to have our 2 electrodes. 100 kilo ohm resistor, and that's actually it. So what happens is when you have this normally open switch here, no current leaks down to the base of the first transistor, and so no current gets through the first transistor, the second transistor, and the LED is not lit. In other words, there's no real path for electrons to flow through the LED to ground. However, as soon as you put your finger across these 2 electrodes here, just enough current, just a little bit, because your skin's got a pretty good resistance to it, but just enough electrons flow through your finger across the skin through this 100 k ohm resistor into the input of this transistor, and then causes a cascade of electrons, and you get current pulled through this LED and it lights up. And that's it. Now you know how to do a relatively simple touch sensor. See you next time.